Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the class once again. Today's class is about content writing. Now, what is content writing? Content writing is something uh, you need to write about something in the website, in the news article, etc. So there are different types of content writing which you need to know. Different techniques are there which you need to follow when you are writing good contents. And nowadays there are so many content writing jobs. So you need to know how to provide good contents so that your content will be very useful for them. Okay. So in this class we are going to discuss all these things. Let's start. So what is content writing? I'm going to tell you that what are the tips, what are the techniques. We are going to discuss all these things. And this is a very uh, popular job right now. And you can always go for that. And you can always go for that from various backgrounds. It's not like you need to be from one particular background for this content writing uh, job. So let's start. Okay, I can see one student is there. Hello, Shomodi. Hello, are you there? Abhishek Shaw is there. If you are there, please respond. Otherwise, I will continue. We are here with our content writing course today. Are you there, Abhishek Shaw and Shomodi Bhajra? Please respond and switch on your camera if you are there.
Yes.
You are from which college, Shomodi?
Sooner Law College.
Okay, and Abhishek? It's not responding. Okay, Shomodi. Okay. Yes, yes. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are doing content writing course today. Okay. So I have just started the class. So we are going to discuss today what is content writing, how to write content, and what are the techniques. Okay. Let's start. So what is content writing? So content writing is the process of writing, editing, and publishing content in a digital format. You know that today there are a lot of jobs about content writing. So you need to write content for the companies, for the institution, for whom you are working for. So it is a process of writing, editing, and publishing content in a digital format. The content can include blog posts, videos, podcasts, scripts, ebooks, white papers, press release, product category descriptions, landing page or social media copy, and more. So there are different kind of contents. It includes blog posts, video, podcast scripts, ebook or white papers, press release, product category descriptions, social media copy, and so on. There are some tips for content writing. So your content should be unique and appealing towards the readers. And if you just copy paste your content, the readers will lose trust on you. Because in internet, there are so many contents on one particular topic. So when you're writing any content about any topic, so your content should be unique. If you copy paste it, it will like lose its uh, speciality. So it should be unique. Write a good hook to grab your reader's attention. You always have to write a good introduction when you are writing content. Okay, uh, so that you can grab your reader's attention. Sometimes it's easy to write a good hook, particularly if the topic is intriguing or exciting to you as the writer. Okay, so yes, sometimes it's very easy to write the good hook, and if the topic is interesting, you can write a good hook. Okay, now ACO, optimize your content for search engines. So there is a thing called ACO. When we are searching something in Google, so maybe you are searching about uh, sports, some sports content. Now, if you search it in Google, maybe some page will show you at first. That is called ACO. Like your how good your content will be, it will come first when you are searching. Your writing can be absolutely stunning, but if it is not ACO optimized, no one will ever read it. So as a content writer, it's critical you become familiar with ACO when it comes to writing. Okay, all these are technical things. So when you are a content writer, you need to know this ACO. Being an ACO savvy writer can help you ensure your content ranks on whichever platforms you are publishing, including YouTube, Google, or even social sites like Instagram. So now there are a lot of content creators, and they're publishing their contents on YouTube, Google, Instagram. There are so many social platforms. So you need to be very SEO savvy so that the audience can find your content very easily. Otherwise, your ratings will go low. Now you have to consider how you can attract an audience across a wide variety of platforms. Okay. Now you also have to think when you are writing any content, how you can attract an audience across a wide range of platforms. So there are like lot of audience, lot of people who are reading your content. So you need to write good content so that your audience will get attracted towards it. While SEO is critical for ensuring your content ranks on search engines like Google, it's not only the opportunity for distribution. So SEO is sometimes critical for ensuring your content ranks, but it's not the only opportunity for distribution. There are some other techniques also. So to reach a wider audience, it's helpful to learn how to write content that performs well on various platforms such as Instagram, LinkedIn, or email. Okay. So before creating content, before writing content, you can learn how to write content for different platforms like Instagram, LinkedIn, or email. There are so many platforms, So there are so many students I can see. For them, I want to repeat that we are discussing content writing, how to write content, how to write good content, and what are the techniques. We have just started. So this is the first slide. What is content writing? There are different process of content writing. You have to write it, edit it, and publish it. And your content can include blog post, video, podcast, ebooks, anything. All these are content. So, and you can publish it in different platforms also. Second, we had discussed your content should be unique, appealing, and towards the readers. So you cannot copy paste your content. That's number one point you have to keep in mind. You can write a good hook sentence to grab your reader's attention, and if the topic is very interesting to you, then you can write good content, good hook. Now you have to understand the ACO thing. So when you are writing any content, it should be very interesting or very unique, so that your readers gets attracted towards it. So this is SEO. You have to know what is SEO when you are writing any content, and you can publish your content on various platforms like YouTube, Google, Instagram, also, and if there are other platforms, you can publish it there. Now you have to understand who are your audience, who are your target audience, for whom you are writing it, and you can write according to that. So while SEO is critical for ensuring your content ranks on search engines, but this is not the only way. There are other ways also. So to reach a wider audience, it's helpful to learn how to write content that performs well on various platforms. So obviously, before writing, you have to learn. Okay, you can incorporate multiple components to break up the text. Whenever possible, try to incorporate videos, images, graphs, or other multimedia content to break up the text and make it easier for the readers. So particularly if it's long-term content like filler pages or white papers. You can always include videos, images, or graphs in your content. Any multimedia things you can include. As a content writer, your job isn't just to create good content, it's also to ultimately convert those readers, listeners, or viewers into prospects and customers. So basically, you are writing the content for someone, like for some company. So you are writing for them. So you are not only writing for the sake of reading. So you are writing for the customer. They read your content, they will get attracted towards the company. Next, you have to edit the content 1,000 times to grab the reader's attention. What I told you, that always you have to edit it again and again, so that it will become more unique and you can grab the reader's attention. Okay, so do you understand what I am saying? Who are there? Shirin, Arunima, you just joined, I think. Follow me. Are you there? If are you there, please respond. Yes, like you unmute yourself. Shirin, you are there for a long time. Please unmute yourself. And tell me what are the things you need to keep in mind when you are writing content. When you are in the class, you need to switch on the video. Please switch on the video and unmute yourself. What I'm asking, please answer. If you don't interact, then how can I understand? Don't just write in the chat box. Please interact. Next one is types of contents. So, okay, there are so many students. Navunita, Shirshu, someone tell me, unmute yourself and tell me what are the things you need to keep in mind when you are writing any content. And what is content? What is content writing? Okay, what are the types of contents? Types of contents, there are 7 types of contents I have written for you. Now you can include if you know some other also. So number 1 is web content. Second one is blogging. Third one is social media. Next, ad or sales copy. Number 5, expert or industry writing. Number 6, journalistic or news writing. Number 7, creative writing. Maybe some of you are aware of it. Maybe some of you are writing content, write content. You know better. So number 1 is web content. Number 2, blogging. Number 3, social media. Number 4, ad and sales copy. And number 5, expert or industry writing. Number 6, journalistic or news writing. Number 7 is creative writing. So what is web content? Do you have any idea what is web content? Can you tell me? Any one of you? Unmute yourself and tell me. Shomodeep, can you tell me what is web content? Do you have any idea? Arunima? Piali? So what is web content? Think of content writing like building a house. So in this analogy, web content is the foundation. So web content, which includes the content on your home page, landing page, about us page, contact page, and more, is a foundational content that every company needs to build an online presence. Without this, readers can't find the information they are seeking about your company. And the rest of your content strategy has nothing to build on. This page is a critical to develop. Okay, so web content is a very basic content which tells us about the about something about the company or the product. Without these, the readers are not aware of what you are want to say, what you are trying to write. The skills a writer needs to write a solid web page copy are SEO writing knowledge, to use those important keywords well in the copy, as well as engaging and conversion-friendly writing skills. Good web page copy should be about the customer, never just about the brand or product. So there are certain things which you need to know when you are writing web content. So when you are writing any content, you need to know about the keywords which will attract the reader's attention. So when you are writing a solid web page copy, as you need to know the SEO writing knowledge, and you need to know how to use the keywords in your writing, and it will keep your audience engaged, and conversion friendly writing skills you also need. So good web page copy should be about the customer, never just about the brand or product. So I told you that you are the only one who is writing the content. The content writers play a very important role because they are attracting the customers, so that the customers know what is like know about the company, know about their product, etc. Now, what is blogs? Now, if web content is the foundation, blogging is the structure and rooms of the house. So blogging is a primary category of content that provides context for an audience, helps build SEO presence, and gives business to nurture their leads with a source of fresh, consistent content. Uh, did you know companies that belong that blog 11 or more times per month gain more than 4x as many leads than those that blog only 4 5 times a month. Okay, this is a information, general information. Not only do blogs showcase your brand personality, but it also helps readers get a sense of who you are, what you care about, which topic to cover, and how much value you can provide for them. So number two is blogs. Blog is very much popular right now. Like there are so many people who write blogs. There are travel blogs there and so many blogs. So if web content is the foundation, blogging is the structure and room of the house. So we already discussed that web content is a very basic thing. By reading what the audience get to know about the product or the company. So blogging is a primary category of content that provides context for an audience, helps build SEO presence, and gives business a way to nurture their leads with a source of fresh and consistent content. Now, not only do blogs showcase your brand personality, but it also helps readers to get a sense of who you are, what you care about, and which topics to cover. Now, blogging is an essential type of online content writing. When it's done correctly, it can dramatically increase your views. So, if you are creating good blogs, then if it is popular, then it will increase your readers. There is no one size fits all format for blog. So there are multiple style of blogs, including list blogs, how to blogs, what to avoid blogs, and more. So by mixing and matching your blogs, you can build brand awareness as well as achieve SEO ranking goals. So what we can understand, SEO is very important when it's coming to the content writing part. Now, social media. Number three, social media. You all know that social media is a very good platform for creating content. There are a lot of content creators and there are so much bogus contents also. So not every contents are very good. So you have to think of social media as a supporting content player. It's not enough for a company to only have a social media presence, but companies without any social media presence, what typically do not make it very fair in today's social dominance culture. So social media is a very dominating thing today. The company need to have social media appearance and social media publication because you can easily reach to people by social media if you are in social media. So a lot of people finding brands online for the first time are going to go click on their Twitter icon, their Facebook page to see what their company is really like on social media. So nowadays you are not only finding brands on the Google, you can also find some brands on social media like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, so on. And that can really play into their purchasing decisions. And this branding, this publishing, and this advertising thing is really helpful, really play a very important role in purchasing the product or purchasing your company's image. Like I want to say, all these platforms play very important role in creating content because it can easily reach out to people, and there are a lot of people who are watching it, and they can choose from all the companies. Okay, so we have discussed three kinds of contents: web content, blogs, and number three is social media. Okay, now social media works. A good social media writer will blend fun, engaging copy, emojis, and short sentences to promote a brand's blog post, events, or message. Some social media managers can even be paid to write captions. There is software that exists to discover trending hashtags. So now there are hashtags. Hashtags we all know. When you are posting something, posting any content, posting any image about your company or something, you can create hashtag. So there are some software uh, which are used to discover some trending hashtag which are trending now. The world of content in social media alone is so much. Finding the right platform and staying on a consistent schedule with copy and visuals is key. Okay. Now number four is advertising and sales copy. Okay, we are continuing, but can I ask that, is it clear to you, Shomodev, Shirin? You are still there. Do you understand what we are talking about? Please respond. Shomodev,
Yes, ma'am, something can.
your voice is not clear. Please repeat.
Yes, ma'am, tell.
Did you understand what we have discussed?
Yes, understand, but some things are problem in
Yes, yes, ask me. You can ask me what are the query.
blog content. What are the essential for blog content?
Yes, we will discuss. Okay, today we are just discussing in brief, but I will again discuss what is blog, how to write blog. This is not just the beginning class of content writing. Okay.
Okay, okay.
And did you understand what are the basic things you need to keep in mind when you're writing content?
Yes, yes,
Good. Have you ever written any content, Shomudev?
yes. Tell, madam, please repeat.
Did you like আগে কখনো content লিখেছো? Did you write any content?
No, no.
So what? Advertising and sales copy. Now this is another type of content. This is number four. So ad and sales copy bring the card appeal to your products and services. So this kind of copy is created to showcase the unique attributes of your brand home to people on the outside. Advertising and sales copy applies to companies in all industries and take many forms, from a long-term Facebook ad to a promoted tweet on Twitter or a paid campaign on LinkedIn. So there are so many ways to advertise your company, your brand, or sales copy. So ad and sales copy bring the like really very important, and advertising and sales copy applies to companies in all industries, and you can publish your ads in a long form Facebook or a promoted tweet on Twitter or a paid campaign on LinkedIn. Okay, however, when it comes to sales copy, remember that building an audience and trust comes first. So today's advertising and sales copy brings in real revenue, is also written in less of a pushy sales tone. Instead, it should read like an approachable message for a friend. Good ads are segmented to the right audience at the right time. They are not manipulative and they are not misleading. So your ad should be good. It cannot mislead people. Like good ads are not misleading people and they are also not also manipulating. Now expert copy, think of expert copy like the fine art collection inside the home. At some point or another, companies need expert writing. This is a higher level writing you encounter on the web. So specific industries, for example, they need high level ghostwriter that knows the nuances of their niche. Authorities in marketing need a writer that can ghostwrite for them. Okay, so they need good writer always to write for the company. Without expert writing, companies place their authority and relevance at risk. Without good writing, you cannot excel into today's industry, today's market. Writers looking to get hired as expert writers can absolutely charge higher rates than a generalist. So writers who are very much experienced, they will charge more. It's very simple thing.
Can speak with knowledge. Format.
Number 6 is journalism and PR writing. So this is different for normal content writing. So you have to be very critical and you have to research more when you're writing something for journalism and PR writing. And creative writing is a genre that encompasses the super creative projects companies do, and it serves to enhance the support virtually every other type of content on the list. Marketing copy, for example, can be created. Social media, blogs, web content, and even advertisement also can be created. So creative writing is a blending the best of a writer's talent, and creative writers are needed in every agency, in every company, so that you can write creatively for their companies. So that's all for content writing and content writers. If you have any query, you can ask me. These are very basic things you need to keep in mind when you are writing content. And the next class we will discuss what are the web contents, what are blogs, how to write blogs, all these things we will discuss. So do you have any query, Shirin? If you have any query, you can write here in the chat box. You can ask me. Okay, so we are ending here today's class. I think this was helpful to you. So please come in the next class so that we can learn about the details about content writing. Okay. Okay. So bye for today.
নেক্সট ক্লাসটা কবে হবে?
আচ্ছা, নেক্সট ক্লাসটা নেক্সট উইকে হবে। নেক্সট কন্টেন্ট রাইটিং এর ক্লাস কবে সেইটা আমি এক্ষুনি বলতে পারছি না। ধরো এই সেম ডেটেই হবে, মানে আজকে ওয়েডনেসডে, তো তাহলে নেক্সট ওয়েডনেসডেই হবে।
ও ঠিক আছে।
ওকে।